歴史学者モースの筆録にこう記されている。クリスタルの加護を受けし大地バリスゼア。大地に鎮座するマザークリスタルは人々を繁栄に導いてきた。しかしいつしか芽生えた人の自我は自らを惑わせていく。それゆえにクリスタルをめぐる探求の旅は今なお続いているのだ。
もうすぐ夜明けだ。そろそろ両軍が動くぞ。
俺たちの任務はドミナントの暗殺。標的を間違えるなよ。
女だろ戦場で間違えるか。それより本当に現れるんだろうな。
いずれにせよ俺たちに拒否権はない。これがある限り疑問を持つな。そろそろ出るぞ。抜かるなよ、ワイバン。お前はこの任務の肝だ。
分かってる。
Okay.
こっちだ、ついてこい。
Well, all right, calm down, guy. Welcome to my first look at Final Fantasy 16. Yes, I know, it's crazy. There's 16 of these. While that doesn't seem like a whole lot, it's been many years. Okay, well that's that. As you can see, I have chosen to do the Japanese. I never thought I'd see the day where, just so they don't complain and complain and complain, I never thought I'd see the day where, back in the day, it definitely was more, if you chose English, the lips would not sync to English, they were synced to Japanese. Now it's the other way around. There is no Japanese sync. I don't know if it's just for the demo, or if they're even gonna do it at all. But the lips are definitely synced to English, and I don't think I can actually change that in game. It has to be out of game. Subtitle size, yeah, no, it's pretty much it. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, quite the explosive beginning, wasn't it? Phoenix versus Ifrit. Ifrit, however you want to say it. Damn, this game looks gorgeous. I mean, you got the weird motion blur every time the camera moves. You see the around the character and around the sword and everything. It's very strange. So this game is a huge departure for the series. It's not turn-based, it's action-oriented, and not in the way of like Final Fantasy VII Remake. You don't have a menu where you just keep smashing a button. You actually are, it's like a Dark Souls-esque type. I don't know if it's as difficult as a Dark Souls game, but it's, you know, that similar type of game. And as far as I know, they're using a proprietary engine, but Google also lists it as also using Unreal Engine 4. I'm not entirely sure which it is. I would probably go with a proprietary engine, but they're not using the Luminous engine, unfortunately. Forsaken was the nail in the coffin for that one. Yeah, see, he's going to start yelling at me. So, this game already looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the look of it. For those of you who don't know, my background, of course, goes all the way back to 1997. Goes all the way back to 1997, starting with Final Fantasy VII, the original. That's my first foray into Final Fantasy, and I've been a huge fan ever since. I've played every single one. I haven't finished every single one. I've finished number 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10-2. Can't really finish 11, but I never actually made it to like the end of 11. Did not finish 12. Finished 13, 13-2. Almost finished Lightning Returns. Still working on 14, and finished 15 in a heartbeat. That game was phenomenal. So that's my history. And so I've been a huge, huge Final Fantasy fan since day one, and I've been longing for the next main entry. It's been 7 years. 2016 was Final Fantasy 15. So I'm gonna actually change it back to English just so it's not looking weird. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. It was actually really quick loading. Yeah, so you can't change it in game. You have to go back to the title screen to change the voiceover language. Change it back to English, and of course I've gone with graphics mode instead of performance. There are two modes, graphics and performance. I'm sure most people would want to go with performance, but I personally, if the graphics mode, if the 30 FPS cap feels good, then I'm going to go with that.
This is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
Renegades! Quickly! Move!
What do you mean, you refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not? Or am I mistaken?
No joke. I thought the white-haired guy was a chick
Besides...
next to the king, whatever his name
your
is.
dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Ironblood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
The
What
facial
did
animation's
you
pretty
say?
solid.
Should this citadel be allowed to fall,
Dude, he's huge.
the capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board.
The ultimate disrespect.
Which just leaves me.
Krupka!
The Iron Blood will rue the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
I, of course, am not saying that, that the, facial animation's been bad before. I don't think it's ever been bad. It's just extremely impressive.
You cock.
Wow.
Benedicta.
Yeah, okay. That's, yeah, saw that coming.
Take care.
Does the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
Good lord.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta.
I don't think I need to tell you guys that,
When I come home.
this game's a little bit more mature than some of the old games. The only other mature Final Fantasy that I can think of off the top of my head is Final Fantasy Type 0. Which is actually quite good. Haven't finished it yet, but I'm working on it.
The front lines are gone. This is our chance.
Blood and
Chaos will
apparently...
conceal us.
But they haven't shown anything. I don't think there's going to be any kind of, like, nudity in the game, but then again, you never know. Suggestive themes, I believe, is what they would call it. But it is rated M, and I am so happy that Final Fantasy is just getting into that. I think 15 might have also been rated T. But then again, maybe not. I can't remember if there was blood in it, but... so, as of right now, everything feels solid. Good response time on the controls. There's nothing lagging behind here. The environments are very nice to look at. Dude, I'm so excited because Yoshi P, the game director for Final Fantasy XIV, was heading this project. And he's like, yeah, guess what? We don't need a day one patch. And I'm like, my dog.
As always. Take the van.
Wait. Something's not right.
I can tell the dude with black hair. Okay, there's two of them, but like the guy who made the little quip earlier, he's definitely the funny guy. Oh my God, is that Titan? Yeah, it's Titan. I knew it.
So the Darmaks finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
Oh boy, and Shiva. Yeah, he's the funny guy.
Here to greet the bastard.
Come on.
Shiva, easily one of the most powerful summons in the game. Uh-oh. They pissed her off. Oh my God, did they piss her off? Oh my God. Oh my God, no. Chocobo. He's so big. And she's so tiny. Is that gonna do anything to him? No. Oh, she's not even phased. She's like, whatever. Are you telling yourself that, or? Oh, got a little dash movement there. So I can definitely tell when it transitions from cutscene to gameplay, but it's all real time, so that's good. Oh my God, this is nuts. Or don't jump. That's fine. Oh my God, this action set piece. Whoa. Oh my God, I'm just guessing. Whatever looks like a path to me. Yeah. It's mature, alright. Kids, don't play this. I would prefer to play in Japanese, but not if the lip sync is going to be off. Not if they're not gonna make a Japanese lip sync. Oh, that actually almost looked like it hit them. He's got the stereotypical British voice. Oh, you gonna just stand there? Oh. So is he the king? And we were just seeing something that happened in the past? He had a meeting or something? I don't know. He looks like a king. Dude, the transition to cutscene is immensely fast. I love it. Oh, somebody actually did die. Ooh. Wyvern! I was totally joking. I didn't think anybody was gonna die. Because they're like the main guys. Oh my God.
I told you before, you do not get to die here.
So they have the funny guy and they kill him off immediately. I guess his jokes were not great.
Brother.
It was his brother? Oh my God. Well, okay, if that was his, maybe they mean brother symbolically. Ooh, and then a pretty boy. Oh, the Japanese and their trendy haircuts. Wait, was this Is this the past or the future? I forgot the date that they said
If you're
before.
not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
Well, if the doggy wants you to do it, you might as well do it. All right.
2 arms, then. It wouldn't do to disappoint the gallery.
Well, now that you made the ground nice and wet, this is sure to work out in my favor.
Let's start again from the beginning. Come, show me your form.
I can see something up there. Attack the Lord Commander. Square. Okay, so it's a... I am so happy that it's a generally button masher type of game. That's my kind of favorite action game.
Again. Very good. Such swordsmanship will serve you well in the field. But can the same
This does kind of give me
your
like Final
spell
Fantasy
craft?
12 vibes, maybe
The
even
flames
some
of
like
the
Dragon's
Phoenix
Dogma
burn within
vibes.
you.
Just the look of it.
Now let them burn without.
Do you want me to turn into
Come,
Phoenix and burn you?
Rain fire down upon me.
It's your funeral, I guess.
Excellent.
So there's no lock on. Oh, lock on is... Okay, good.
Keep them coming.
Just have to push it once. You don't have to hold it or anything. The particle effects look fantastic.
Well done. You wield the Firebird's flames just as a first shield should.
You flatter me, my lord.
Or would you rather I flattened you?
Ha.
Can be arranged. Let's see if you can elude my blade. After all, your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it. On your toes, Lord Rossfield.
Clive Rossfield. Okay, press R1 to evade. Evading an attack at the precise moment is dealt with temporarily slow the enemy, making it more susceptible to counter using square or triangle.
Oh, to be so young and fleet of foot.
Not quite. Come on.
Will I not
Oh, I'm gonna
care
get used
for
to
the
that.
purpose of this exercise?
All right, fine. I can't hit you back. Shut your mouth, old man.
Good.
That felt really good.
Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon.
Let me guess, my brain is
Quickness
too.
of thought and fleetness of foot are
Yeah, see?
indispensable
Quickness
arms
of
in
thought.
any
I nailed it.
shield's
I know
arsenal.
what they're talking about.
But you are not just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix, granted the use of its power. Call upon that power now to close on me. Well, I'm waiting.
Well. Okay. The blessing of the Phoenix grants Clive the ability to perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. Phoenix Shift is one such iconic feat. Right, because they're known as icons, I think, in this game. Previous games, they were known as Eidolons, and before that, Summons. I personally like Summons just because that's what I grew up with. Wait, so press... Yeah, it's circle. Both melee and ranged attacks can be used while executing a Phoenix Shift. Okay, cool.
Good. Fly at your foe before he can raise his guard. Impressive.
Mana's got to be a thing, right?
But even the most agile shield cannot hope to escape.
Or in this
every
universe, it's magic
and
power.
death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is only one way to ensure that you do not fall. Keep your wounds mended and your energies replenished.
Okay,
Speaking
so there's
of
a big
which,
potion.
my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. Now that won't do at all.
No, not at all. Alright, consumable items such as potions and tonics can be used to restore Clive's HP or temporarily boost attributes. Assign to up, right, down. Not left. Interesting. Left is reserved, I guess. The items tab in the main menu for quick and convenient use. These items can also be used directly from the menu. Right. So that's weird that left must be something else then.
That'll have to be for now.
Oh.
I'm waiting.
Alright. Jeez. Freaking hell, I should have just used the high potion.
That's better. Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory. Or at the very least, to ensure that you live to fight another day.
Oh, don't worry about me living.
Enough practice. It's time for the test.
Oh boy.
You've recovered from your soaking, I trust.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to kick a man while he's drowned.
Ha 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 ha. You're full of them. He's full of these
Come
jokes.
then, Lord Rosfield. Spar with me.
First
If you
flattened
believe
and then
yourself worthy to be called Shield of the Flame, then prove it.
drowned and
As you
soaked
wish, my
and
lord.
whatever.
How that, me boy? Make proof of your strength.
How about you? It's just a flesh wound. The will gauge indicates an opponent's will to fight back. Break their spirit by... So it's basically the stagger. Yep.
Go on, be sure to beat him this time.
You can do it, Clive. Just stay calm.
Oh, I keep hitting R1 because... I keep hitting R1 because I've been playing Dark Souls, or Demon Souls. Oh my god. Alright.
Not quite. You're taking this seriously.
Keep going, Clive.
This, though, I'll tell you what, this perfect parry system is way more lenient than Demon Souls is. Oh, okay. Got him. Lord Murdoch's will has been broken, leaving him staggered. Try dealing as much damage as you can before he regains his senses. Use R2 and square to execute Rising Flames, a powerful iconic ability granted Clive by the blessing of the Phoenix. Alright. That's cool.
It's time I took my own advice and used all the tools at my disposal.
I mean, you know, you can try.
Come on.
I'm gonna keep doing that to you. Nope, not what I wanted to do. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons.
Go on, Clive. Keep pressing.
Just a little more. We believe in you.
You're a damnably quick learner, Lord Rosfield.
Boom, what a way to end it. That was a pretty good way to end it. Yeah, who needs a bucket of water now? Somebody get him the bucket.
See? I told you he could do it.
Aye.
You're lucky it was wood.
Rested at last. It's taken me long enough. That was a display worthy of your father. You are a true shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise. Including me. What are you lot gawping at? Back to your drills.
They wanted to see you get your ass beat, bro. What up? So yeah, this game is a much more mature tone. Visuals are gorgeous. I've always been a fan of Final Fantasy. They've always got such a great art department. And like I said, Yoshi P took the reins, and I love the fact that he did because he's a great game director. He did wondrous things with Final Fantasy XIV, and they couldn't have picked a better person to actually direct the next Final Fantasy mainline.
You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
That's why. You were coughing this morning too.
So,
We shouldn't be outdoors.
I just love when he came out and said, yeah, a meteor's gonna I don't know if it was him, but one of the, I think producers or directors actually
Father's back.
had said a meteor would have to hit the planet for them to not be able to release this on time.
Your Grace, please, this is no place for one such as you.
Oh boy, here we
I
go.
would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy. Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you, Your Grace. We live to serve.
Talk about commanding a room.
Joshua. You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
Why are you covering your face?
Good day to you, Mother.
Okay.
Come, Joshua.
What
Your
the
father will be
hell was
expecting
that
us.
look? The look of scorn in those eyes. What did Clive do?
Lord Murdoch?
Your Grace.
What a way to treat your own flesh and blood.
Yeah, right.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
I had a feeling it might have had something to do with that. At least they're on his side.
We should join them.
Apparently it's a bad thing that he was born of the Phoenix? By the way, a back scabbard like that would never work. Good for carrying, yes. But good for using out in the field? No. Chocobo! My Lord Garfunkel, I presume.
Rise, my friends.
They're not kneeling.
Welcome home, Father.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust.
Yes, Father. Much better.
I'm really glad that they actually went back.
To the bay to watch Clive's spa.
Went back to the Renaissance or medieval look. Puppy!
Quiet, Torgal. Stop it, boy. Not now. You'll make a fine hound one day.
At least he has some respect for his son.
Father.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
The capital rejoices at your
Never
safe
hurt
return,
the puppy.
Your Grace.
Ever.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
But yes,
Is the situation truly so grave?
I rather enjoy the medieval slash Renaissance look to Final Fantasy. It's always been a thing for me. That's why Final Fantasy IX was my favorite Final Fantasy. I will concede 7 is the best one, but 9 is my favorite. If I had to choose a ranking, I'd have to put 9 as number 1, 7 as number 2, and 10 as number 3. Those are my top 3 Final Fantasies.
Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
Man, PlayStation 5, baby. PlayStation 5. This game is exclusive to PS5 at the moment. I'm sure Sony paid a buttload of money for that. Should you find yourself lost, do not fret. Hold down L3 and trust in your animal instincts to point you in the right direction. Your current destination will be displayed with a, I'm assuming what looks like a red shield. So,
I'm not sure. I need to speak with Father.
Okay, so hopefully there's no more dialogue, but I think, so I don't spoil too much, we'll leave it there. There was a disclaimer at the beginning that said literally anything you do in this game, in this demo, can carry over to the main game. So I don't want to go too far. I want to save some for when the game releases later on this month on June 22nd, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm going to get myself a physical copy because I have almost every Final Fantasy on physical copy except for 14. I think that came out on disc at one point, but there's really no point. But this was awesome. I obviously didn't do a whole lot of combat or anything like that. This was just my first impression. What did I gauge from this? The graphics are gorgeous. I obviously didn't try the performance mode, but I'm sure it runs really well. Love the fact that Yoshi P said there will be no day one patch, which is awesome. It's very rare that games do that these days, and I think more games need to take notice and take your time on a game, because this one's already got my attention, and I'm sure the attention of many others. So, a few things I didn't like, of course, this weird motion blur. I don't know if it's artifacting or if that was intentional, but the weird motion blur around the character and the sword and everything, the sword hilt and the pommel, it's weird. It just blurs every time the camera moves. I've seen it before in other games, but it's not entirely something that's a favorite thing of mine. It's probably like a per pixel or per object motion blur that they've implemented that might be a bit too much. Overall, though, solid frame rate, 30 FPS. I'm good with that, especially for a game like this. I'd rather have crisp, clean, beautiful graphics as opposed to having to downgrade. This dude is like constantly coming back over here. Stop looking at me. And I do actually prefer graphics over frame rate, but that's just me, because I want the game to present itself as beautifully as possible. And this game, of course, has phenomenal art direction. So I'm really excited for this game when it comes out on the 22nd. That's only 10 days. So we're coming up here, and I'm ready. I'm ready. My body's ready for this, and I can't wait to play it on stream for you guys. So hopefully, when I do get it, you guys will be dropping on by to check out Final Fantasy XVI with me when it comes out. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Let me know down in the comments below. Are you excited for this game? Are you getting it pre-ordered? Or don't pre-order. Don't do that. Just buy it outright. Pre-ordering is a thing of the past, and what do you get for it anyway, right? Might as well just go get it, because I'm sure copies will be available. And if not, obviously get it digitally. And until next time, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Final Fantasy XVI, and I'll see you guys in the next one.